BTS arrival in Canada has once again become one of the hottest topics discussed by ARMY around the world. After days of waiting for the latest news from the members, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook finally arrived at Toronto Pearson International Airport. The moment, which was initially only expected to be an ordinary arrival, turned into a major event that immediately filled social media with various photos, videos, and reactions from fans. Since the morning, hundreds or even thousands of soldiers have crowded the area around the airport. They carry various BTS attributes ranging from lightsticks, banners, to posters featuring photos of the 7 members. Many fans are willing to come early in the morning to get a chance to see their idol even if it's just for a few seconds. The atmosphere was even more festive when news of the plane carrying BTS had landed began to spread on social media. In a matter of minutes, the names of BTS, Toronto Pearson, Jungkook, Jimin, and Taehyung immediately became a hot topic of conversation. Fans who were not at the site also continued to monitor various live broadcasts and uploads from the ARMY present at the airport, an arrival that immediately became a highlight. As the members began to walk out of the arrivals area, the fans' cheers sounded so loud. Although airport security and staff have managed the situation well, the ARMY's enthusiasm still cannot be hidden. RM looks to greet fans with a warm smile. Jin appeared relaxed yet elegant, while J-Hope and Suga seemed to enjoy the atmosphere by waving to the fans who called out their names. But as is often the case, public attention quickly turned to Jungkook and Jimin. The 2 members, who have been known for years to have a very close friendship relationship, again stole the spotlight through simple interactions. In some of the videos, Jungkook and Jimin are seen walking not too far from each other. They seem to speak briefly several times with a smile. The moment immediately made fans excited and flooded social media with various comments full of enthusiasm. Many ARMY who claim to be happy to see both appear relaxed and happy after a busy schedule over the past few weeks. The smiles they show are considered a sign that they're enjoying the journey with the other members. Jungkook has been in the limelight ever since he set foot in Toronto. Jungkook proves again why he is always the center of attention every time he appears in public. With a casual style that still looks fashionable, the youngest member of BTS has successfully attracted the attention of photographers and fans. Wearing a simple yet elegant outfit, Jungkook looked relaxed while occasionally waving to fans. Many soldiers admitted that they could not stop paying attention to his cheerful expression all the way out of the airport area. Short videos showing Jungkook smiling even instantly get millions of views in just a few hours. Not a few fans say that Jungkook's star aura is always able to make the atmosphere more alive. Even some fans who were at the location claim to have been silent when they saw it live. They say that Jungkook's appearance is much more stunning than what is seen through the screen. Jimin again spread warm charm. On the other hand, Jimin also did not lose stealing the spotlight. The member, who is known to have a warm personality, was seen several times giving smiles to fans who called his name. Jimin's presence always brings its own energy. Many soldiers say that he has the ability to make the atmosphere more comfortable with just one smile. When walking towards the vehicle that has been prepared, Jimin is seen occasionally turning his head to the fans and giving small gestures as a form of appreciation. The simple moment immediately made the fans scream even louder. Some videos even show Jimin laughing lightly when he hears ARMY shouting so enthusiastically welcoming BTS's arrival in Canada. Jungkook and Jimin's interaction becomes a topic of conversation. One of the reasons why BTS's arrival in Toronto was so much discussed was because of the interaction between Jungkook and Jimin, which was again caught on camera. In a number of circulating recordings, the 2 are seen chatting casually while walking with the other members. Although there are no big moments or outstanding acts, fans still feel happy to see their closeness that has been established over the years. Social media was immediately filled with various video footage from different angles. Many fans reshared the footage and gave positive comments regarding the cohesiveness of the BTS members. For the ARMY, simple moments such as walking together, laughing, or talking to each other are often fun to watch because they show the strong, friendly relationship between the members. Taehyung's reaction to In the midst of the discussion about Jungkook and Jimin, another thing that caught my attention was Taehyung's expression. Taehyung, who walked with the other members several times, was seen paying attention to the situation around him while showing his characteristic smile. His charismatic presence makes many cameras keep pointing at him. Various videos circulating show Taehyung in a relaxed atmosphere and full of smiles. Many fans then talked about his expression, which was considered very warm throughout the arrival in Toronto. As usual, ARMY has many interpretations and funny comments regarding the reactions of the members. But most fans agree that the atmosphere seen is an atmosphere of togetherness and joy. Taehyung himself seemed to enjoy the overwhelming welcome given by the Canadian fans. He waved his hand several times and gave a smile to the crowd, who kept calling his name. Toronto becomes a sea of purple. It would not be an exaggeration to say that Toronto turned into a sea of purple on the day of BTS's arrival. BTS and ARMY's distinctive colors can be seen in almost every corner of the fan-filled area. The lightstick ARMY bomb that lit up among the crowd created a very beautiful scene. Many fans came from various cities and even countries just to welcome BTS directly. Hotels around the location that is rumored to be BTS's place to stay are also starting to be crowded with fans. However, most of the ARMY still try to maintain order and respect the privacy of the members. The positive spirit shown by fans is one of the reasons why BTS's arrival always feels special in various countries. Social media exploded instantly. It didn't take long for various photos and videos of BTS arrival to spread around the world. Social media platforms were filled with posts about Toronto Pearson in just minutes. BTS-related hashtags immediately skyrocketed and became a trending topic in various countries. The names Jungkook, Jimin, Taehyung, BTS Toronto to Toronto Pearson continue to appear in popular search lists. Many fans who could not attend in person were entertained thanks to the thousands of photos and videos shared by the ARMY on site. Thanks to the strength of the huge fan community, almost every corner of BTS's arrival has been documented. Some uploads even gain millions of impressions in a very short time. This once again proves the magnitude of BTS's influence in the global entertainment world. Enthusiasm ahead of BTS agenda in Canada. BTS's arrival in Toronto is not just another ordinary trip. Many fans believe that their visit to Canada will be followed by various important agendas that have been long awaited. That's why the welcoming atmosphere feels so special. ARMY hopes to see spectacular performances, moments of togetherness among the members, and various interesting surprises during BTS's stay in Canada. Every movement of the members is now a public concern. From arrival at the airport to their daily activities are constantly discussed by fans around the world. The friendship of BTS members that has always been an attraction. One of the reasons why BTS is so loved is their seemingly sincere relationship over the years. The closeness shown by the members makes many fans feel connected to them. At Toronto Pearson, that's clear. The 7 members seem to come together as a solid team. They take care of each other, care for each other, and enjoy traveling together. Moments like this often make the ARMY feel emotional, not only for seeing his idol in person, but also for witnessing a friendship that has survived through various challenges. ARMY can't wait for the next moment. After such a lively arrival at Toronto Pearson, attention is now turning to the next BTS agenda in Canada. The fans are keeping an eye on every update while hoping there will be more memorable moments for them to witness. Jungkook, Jimin, Taehyung, Jin, Suga, and J-Hope once again managed to make the world turn in their direction just through arrival at an airport. The incredible enthusiasm shown by ARMY proves that BTS's popularity remains at a very high level. Toronto Pearson may only be the starting point of their journey in Canada, but for fans, the day will be remembered as a special moment when BTS finally arrived and were greeted with great love. An emotional Canadian ARMY welcome. BTS' arrival in Toronto wasn't just a moment when the 7 members stepped out of the airport. For many of the Canadian ARMY, the opportunity to see BTS in person after a long wait was a very emotional experience. Since the news of their arrival began to circulate, fans immediately prepared at various points that were considered strategic locations to welcome the members. Some carried banners with each member's name, some carried an ARMY bomb. while others just came hoping to see BTS from a safe distance. When finally the figures of the members began to be seen, the atmosphere changed drastically. The screams sounded friendly. The names Jungkook, Jimin, Taehyung, Jin, RM, Suga, and J-Hope were called out by the fans. The moment is a picture of how strong the relationship between BTS and ARMY is. Although it lasted only a few minutes, the welcome had great meaning for fans who had been looking forward to their presence in Canada for a long time. Many ARMY then shared their experiences through social media. Some claimed to tremble when they saw Jungkook for the first time in person. There are also those who say that Jimin's smile makes all the fatigue while waiting at the airport seem to disappear. Meanwhile, the fans who saw Taehyung were no less excited. Every time Taehyung turned his head or smiled, shouts came back from different directions. Jungkook and Jimin again become an eye-catching duo. Among the 7 members, Jungkook and Jimin again became one of the most talked about combinations on social media. Their proximity has long been a concern for the ARMY. Therefore, whenever both are seen in one frame, fans usually immediately notice the small details that happened. In Toronto, something similar happened. When Jungkook and Jimin were seen not far from each other, the fans' cameras were immediately directed at them. Some footage showed the two looking relaxed during the ride out of the arrivals area. There is nothing to exaggerate about this interaction. Even simple things like a short conversation, a smile, or walking in a group are enough to make the ARMY feel happy. For fans, the most interesting thing is not just the interaction of the two members, but how the entire BTS members look comfortable when they are together. After going through various big schedules, long trips, and crowded activities, seeing them able to laugh and enjoy time together becomes something very meaningful. Taehyung's expression when he saw Jungkook and Jimin. One of the parts that later became the subject of conversation was Taehyung's expression when he was around Jungkook and Jimin. Some fans noticed how Taehyung appeared to be turning his head towards the two members. From there came various comments and interpretations on social media. There were those who thought Taehyung's expression looked like a friend who was watching his two colleagues. There are also those who think Taehyung looks relaxed and just enjoying the atmosphere. However, the ARMY, of course, has its own way of enjoying the moment. The various video snippets are then cut into short clips and reshared. Taehyung's expression even became one of the most discussed parts in a number of uploads. Nevertheless, it is important to distinguish between what is actually seen in the video and the interpretation of fans. A person's expression cannot always be used to ascertain what he is thinking. Clearly, Taehyung seemed to enjoy the atmosphere with the other members and still paid attention to the fans present. The smiles of the members make the ARMY even happier. Another thing that attracts attention is the expression of the members as a whole. After leaving the arrival area, several members were seen giving smiles and small gestures to fans. For the ARMY waiting from behind the barrier, it would be a very valuable moment. Jin also seemed to enjoy the welcome given to him. As one of the oldest members, Jin's presence always has a special place in the hearts of fans. RM also seemed calm when walking with the group. As the leader of BTS, RM is often a figure who pays attention to the surrounding circumstances and makes sure the trip goes well. J-Hope also showed his positive energy. His smile and gestures made many fans feel the atmosphere was getting warmer. Meanwhile, Suga, who is known to be calmer, remains at the attention of the camera. The presence of each member gives a different color in the moment of arrival. That's what makes BTS feel complete. 7 different characters can unite into such a powerful team. Why is arrival at the airport always a special moment? For some, the arrival of the artist at the airport may seem like an ordinary activity. But for fans, the moment can be a rare opportunity to see their idol in person. Moreover, BTS has fans from all over the world. Not all soldiers have the opportunity to attend concerts or meet members at official events. Therefore, when BTS comes to a country, the atmosphere of the airport often becomes very emotional. Fans don't just want to see the members perform. They want to express support directly. A simple wave of the hand can make a fan feel happy all day long. A smile from Jimin can be a memory that is stored for years. Jungkook's gaze towards fans can also be something that is then remembered. So when Taehyung raised his hand and saluted, all of those little moments meant a lot to the ARMY. Toronto becomes the center of attention of BTS fans. After BTS arrived, Toronto immediately became one of the centers of attention of the international ARMY community. Fans from different regions started talking about the atmosphere of the city, the arrival of the members, to their possible next agenda. Social media is filled with photos of Toronto's skyline with various BTS symbols. Many soldiers enliven the atmosphere by sharing welcome messages. Some fans even created a welcome project independently as a form of love for BTS. This shows that BTS's fandom is not only large in number, but also has incredible creativity. From the banner to the welcome video, everything was made with one goal in mind: to show BTS that they are highly anticipated. Jungkook is one of the most talked about members. Not long after the arrival video spread, Jungkook again became one of the most frequently appearing names on various social media platforms. The style of dress is a separate discussion. Fans paid attention to the details of her appearance, from clothes, accessories, hairstyles, to facial expressions. Jungkook is known to have the ability to make a simple appearance look attractive. But not only her appearance is of concern. Jungkook's attitude towards fans also again received many positive comments. Every little gesture given to the ARMY is considered a form of appreciation for their support. Jimin brings warm energy to Toronto. Jimin also became one of the members who received the most attention. Jimin's gentle aura and warm smile made many fans feel touched. He is known to often give small gestures to fans when in public. In Toronto, fans again felt the energy. When Jimin was seen smiling and turned his head towards the crowd, ARMY's voice immediately sounded louder. Many fans then uploaded photos of Jimin and wrote how happy they were to see him in Canada. Not a few also mentioned that Jimin's arrival became one of the best moments of their journey as an ARMY. Taehyung no less steal the spotlight. If Jungkook and Jimin are the center of attention because of their interactions, Taehyung has his own charm. Taehyung's appearance has always had a strong character. Even when just walking casually in the airport, he is still able to make the camera aimed at him. His characteristic smile became one of the most shared moments. But this time, attention was drawn not only to her appearance. His expression when he was with Jungkook and Jimin also made fans curious. Various comments sprang up in a joking tone. Some of the ARMY called Taehyung as if he was paying attention to the atmosphere around him. Some of them even make memes about their expressions. All of that is part of the excitement of the fandom in enjoying the moment of BTS's arrival. There is no distance between members. One thing that is most felt from the moment of arrival is the cohesiveness of the members. Although each has their own activities and busyness, when they are on one trip, they are still seen as a big family. They walk together, share conversations, and occasionally pay attention to each other. It was a very pleasant sight for the ARMY. Many fans have followed BTS's journey over the years. They have witnessed how the 7 members grew together from an early career to become one of the biggest groups in the world. Therefore, seeing them come together again and travel together becomes an emotional moment in itself. After the photos and videos began to spread, the social media timeline seemed to turn into a Toronto BTS information center.